Hey guys, Tro here, SMGspeed.com, SMG Offroad. You can see her there. Today we're going to talk about jeeping, off-roading, those types of things. So for all of you off-road enthusiasts, this is going to be the video for you. I get asked on a regular basis, what are the items that I'm carrying with me in the Jeep to make sure I have a good day out on the trail, and the things that make sure we get home. So kind of cover that for well, the guys that with little experience, or even the guys that have a ton of it. We're going to talk about those things. So I've already kind of went through and found that last year I clearly have misplaced several items and had to order some. So I've got some coming tomorrow. What I found that I was missing is a snatch block and some clevises. So clearly lost those. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about all the other things that I keep inside the Jeep. So I'm going to flip the screen around here and we're going to go through those. So this is kind of setup that I've got going on in the back of the Jeep here. So basic hand tools, screwdrivers, razor blade, wrenches, some screwdrivers. I got a socket set, wire cutters, pliers, vice grips, you name it, those types of things. And then TP, right? A necessity. All right, we've got toe strap, we've got Gorilla Tape, a pair of gloves, got a tree saver, some more Gorilla Tape, looks like a little smaller. What else I got in here? A couple of little small straps there, whatever those bungee cords or whatever those are called. Put this stuff back. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, as you can see, because there's a lot of stuff to piece through here. All right, we'll go run over on the other side. That is a Voodoo Off-Road kinetic rope. I was thinking I'd do a video on this all by itself on kinetic ropes at some point. There's several different brands out there. I really like Voodoo Off-Road. Customer service is great. They've got a great product, and I mean, cool brand. So I'm just gonna take this guy down, I hoped, to get out of the way here. 1 second, I'm gonna set the phone down here real quick just so I can take this down. All right, so that's out of the way. On this side, first aid kit. That is a necessity. Also good, you know, I'm not sure, and I can't remember if this one has any ibuprofen or Tylenol or anything like that in there. So usually I've got a little pill box that I drag with me. Just a cheap set of sockets. Some vehicles you're going to need standard, some metric. For the Jeeps, for the JKs, I can say for sure I've yet to come across a standard. It's all metric. All right, and little LED light, magnets on the other side so I can work underneath the Jeep. Adam's drive shafts can't go without a can koozie, man. That's a necessity. Trash bag. That's a little poison spider license plate cover, so that didn't need to be in here, but again, another light. And then this is the accessory kit for the ARB air compressor. I've got the dual pump under the hood, and so this is the box of tools that you need for that, the air hose and different fittings and such. I'll just leave this out. Then we'll just kind of go again, so that's not in the way, so you can kind of see what I've all got in there. Then we'll check these pockets and see what I've got here. So in here, looks like soft shackle, zip ties, excuse me, some giant guys, some more bungee cords, another toe strap. Haven't used this one. I brought a longer one. I always like to have a longer one. The one that I have in there that is the ratcheting ends or whatever that recoils it back up is shorter. Find that sometimes it's just too short, so I picked myself up a longer one after using the one over there last year, and it just was a little on the short side for all situations. Then let's see what else we got in here. Looks like a little hose clamp and some more zip ties. All right, and next, moving on to the next pocket. So this is just a little tool. It's called a gator grip. If I can't get a hold of something, this is cool to have. Again, not used it in the Jeep yet, but I use this in the house for strip bolts, things like that. It works great. And then just a little simple little O'Reilly's. It says small set of screwdrivers, the really tiny guys. All right, so that's that pocket. Moving on to this guy. We've got in here, that's the base to the high lift jack. I have mine mounted on the hood. I'm not going to get into that conversation. They rust easy, so you just got to be aware of that. I've got a neoprene cover over the mechanical pieces on that. It's great to have, and then to keep it well oiled and be prepared to spray paint wherever that rusts and replace one every so often just from rust. But that's where I keep mine because I don't have enough room everywhere else. All right, and then I got a set of just some Harbor Freight simple tool sets. I don't plan to use these very often, hopefully, right? So just a set of those. That one's empty, so moving on. Little box of fuses, a little case of fuses there. Looks like that's where we're going to have all the different various types of fuses I'm going to keep in that pocket. Yep, little fuse puller, another little box of fuses. And we'll open this guy up and see what I have in here. So in here, Torx bits. All right. Little tire pressure gauge. That's a gas cap for the Rotopax unit that I've got on the tire carrier. There's another one on it too. This is actually something I've not seen before. You can see little socket ends. I've only seen these before for Allen wrenches, so I thought it was cool. I picked it up. Again, looks like I've got 3 razor blades, utility blades roaming around at the back of this. What else do I have in there? Looks like an extension, socket extension, set of Allen wrenches. See what's in this one. Oh, I should put that in a better spot where I can find that. This guy a little easier than on the bottom of that pocket, the multi-tool. So yeah, I'm glad we went through this. I didn't find that the last time I went through this a week ago to make sure I was all set up for a season of wheeling. So worry about that later. Get that back in the case. And that appears to be it. So the things I'm missing. Oh, I actually forgot. There is, and you can see that XG cargo system just paired with a couple of Fishbone Offroad wheel well storage bins. Look at all the stuff that those hold. I mean, and that's just it. You if you're gonna have a day where you're gonna be off the beaten path, way out there, some trails where you could be by yourself, you got to be prepared. And in order to do that, you need a place to put stuff. So I absolutely love this XG cargo. I think it's called the Sportsman's Molly something or other, but it's the Sportsman's one. And then I didn't even think about that, right? So you got a fire extinguisher. I've got the Fishbone Offroad here, little flashlight holder, and then I'm a stickler for some brand names, so there is a LED mag light flashlight in there. Oh, turn that sucker on. All right, so that's really what I've got here, other than, oh, and I keep forgetting, so I've got a little high lift jack box here that I keep different accessories that are meant for the high lift jack in the back of here as well. So this is called a lift mate or high lift mate. This will lift from a wheel. You can use the hooks for a bumper. Lots of guys are like, why would I want to lift my wheel? Well, you use that when you're high sided on a boulder and you want to pick the wheel up, and then you're going to place boulders underneath to build up the road underneath the tire, right? So that's where that gets used. And honestly, that's probably the #1 accessory that I actually use the high lift jack 4. These are the pieces that connect all these accessories to the high lift itself. And then keep this actually just in bubble wrap, because golly, does it make a lot of freaking noise going down the road. But this one's used for the steel bumpers, so it's nice. Got a little soft rubber piece in there that keeps you from damaging the bumpers, because we do enough of that on our own, dragging it on rocks or trees or whatever. All right, and then this one here, this is used for lots of things. So this connects its rubber end. You could use this to lift from the rock slider, from bumpers, or from wherever. So that's kind of the setup that I've got going on, guys. You can carry anything you want, but that's how I leave for the day, as prepared as I can when I'm on the trail. Sorry for the really long video, but it's a lot to cover. There's a lot of items that get used every day. Again, extra fuel. The TP for, we all know what that's for. That's another one that most commonly people forget. And then enough tools where you should be able to fix most things in the field, as long as you don't need a complete replacement. But yeah, so that's what I got. And then again, one last thing, as I forget to mention here, some clevises, D-rings, and yeah, that should about cover it. So we've got everything that we need here for a day of wheeling and fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was educational, at least, if nothing else. And you guys have a great day wheeling, off-roading when you get out. Take care. Have a good one. Again, this is Troy from smgspeed.com. Take care.